What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Flashpoint. It is time for a Q-Gap Spike mission. Gotta find the Matrix host. It's gonna be this one way across here. If we can stealth, that would be great. If we can't stealth, we will get flanked a fair bit with fairly poor cover. So, gotta spike that to be successful. Getting a bunch of kills will give influence to our mission giver, which is cool. There are a solid number of boxes to loot as well. I don't see a secondary optional host. That is fine with me. I don't need the extra loot. We have to go all the way across the map, and I wish I knew where the exits were, because it would be nice if I knew if it was right to go this way, grab the box, and then exit down here. Or if it was correct to go this way, grab the host, and then come all the way out and grab these three and exit around there. And the question is like... Sorry about that. What is kind of like the least circuitous pathing? I feel like going through here is a lot of walking for no upside, so I'm going to try to go this way, because at least we're hitting a box, like we can do it by like, hey, how many action points does it take to get there? It's like, oh, a bit more than 6. Okay. How about this one? Yeah, it's not close. So this is definitely the closest one to the first two. And this is still a pretty long walk, so I guess no matter what, like, going across the bridge is still slow. There's a separation no matter what we do. I'm going to choose to go left here and then, you know, see what happens on the other side. It might be wrong, but let's just bypass these guys for now and I think it'll be okay. So, we know that these guys might be annoying, so ideally I want to bypass them entirely. To do that, I do a couple of yields, throw in a coordinated charge, and then I should be able to run past most of these cameras, so I'm going to... Actually, well, he's my best gunner, but I don't want to get seen by you. Yeah, you're actually in a really annoying spot, so... I'll leave this camera up. We'll go part way. We'll see where our new guards are. Thankfully, nothing too scary yet. We'll start with this. We see that you are right there, but you're facing the other way. Your initiative is a 13. I'm not worried about that one. So I can just basically say, yeah, turn 1 is just simply run forward. Our only leverage is the Matrix Snoop. That's fine. We will go attack you next turn. That should be fine. And then we'll run up this way, and it should be okay overall. 3 tally per turn is going to be escalation guaranteed by the end of turn 4. That's not the end of the world. Again, the entire team's going to have to go for the run, so... Put you there. And he needs to be running the most because he actually has to start hacking, so we'll let other people be the ones that... sort of definitely invest in, like, grabbing these boxes. For now, he's just going to run. The nice thing is we are far enough away that you're not going to see us. Like, that vision cone is just not long enough. So, I'm going to quickly check something, which is who runs the fastest. He has 29% bonus move speed. My Cyber Knight has 47%, so she can be the one that dips over for this box. Like, she can take the slower pathing. Because ultimately, we can only get so close because of footstep noises. So might as well run it like this instead. I'm not really seeing an obvious combat location just yet, so I think precasting JTAC... Well, okay, the reason I might precast JTAC is because these 2 kills are needed. They are wanted. And I think, like, yeah, I think around here is actually functional. I basically am starting the cooldown so that I can get it back in a future turn. And I think that's actually reasonable here. I believe you won't magnet like this, but we'll try. Right there. That looks decent. It's close. This actually might work. Yep, cool. Alright, a little bit of stuff. That's fine. And then you can see that, yeah, she actually gets to run really far. We actually get both boxes. It's kind of hilarious. Because that'll magnet in, no problem. Okay, well, it tells me you won't hear my footsteps, so I trust you, game. Magneting doesn't make steps as far as I know. Yep. Cool. Ooh. I'm not sure I know what this is. This is new. I don't think it's super new, but I don't remember what this is, so this is probably a revolver. But I don't recognize the name. I don't think I need to look ahead. We're going to go ahead of you. You're at 13. You're at 17. I'm still not worried, so I'm going to save all my stuff here. And those other 3 guards can go be wasteful. I don't really care about you guys. Cool. Although she is kind of face planting into this box. which I'm gonna give feedback that this is a little bit suboptimal, that this guard got put in a, yeah, so I think it's not really a bug per se. We'll give it feedback, and it's like, hey, this guard path is a little silly. Seiko here just looks at a wall as part of her route. I think she should be moved a bit. They do try to be pretty sensible about, like, they're not going for, like, what is the exact strongest thing they could possibly ever do, or the biggest thing they could ever do. They try to do things that, like, make sort of, like, real-world logical sense. Where, like, yeah, they're actually not hyper-competent. They'll, like, so, like, for example, like, a guard path would be like, oh, I'm gonna, like, go, like, walk up and look at the box. Which, like, is something a guard would, like, actually do, is, like, go inspect the contents of a box or something, right? Even though it's, like, clearly not good from a, like, actual tactical gameplay perspective. It's like, oh, that's, like, I understand why someone would do that. I don't believe, you know, this is, you know, something that someone would do, realistically. But, like, again, it's just sort of a matter of degrees, and I actually quite like the quasi-realism sort of choice that they make around the pathing. I actually think that's quite nice. I think it's cute. Anyway, it's time for our gunner to go gun. Actually, I should probably make another... it doesn't matter. We're going to take the first shot here no matter what. Okay, no crit, it's fine. I'm going to move up to here. You see all of us, it's whatever, I don't really care. I move up to here so that I have 3 AP, so I can shoot twice, and the last one only costs 1 action point. Not quite a kill, but it's okay. There it is. There's Savagery, which is going to be entirely useless. And then I think you're going to be annoying enough to kill that I'm going to throw Marker Sights at you. We don't probably absolutely need it, but... and I'm actually going to have... I don't want you to fully delay is the problem, because... Well, I mean, the thing is, I really feel like I can. Unfortunately, you're at 20, which makes it really annoying. I think there's no way we don't get the kill with just these two, so I'm going to go ahead and actually do a full delay. But it means I have to get the kill with these guys. I'm not allowed to have this go poorly. So I can go from here, or I can go from here. I'm going to go from there. It'll still be clearly far away from you. The shot looks pretty uninterrupted. We're going pistol here. We get 61 stealth crit. There we go. Yep, triple damage. Thank you very much. Down you go. Second crit is cute. We get to pop steamroll. Just from the kill, pretty much. So we get to print some movement points in the team. Here are the guards. Okay, fine. So we had one guard watching this area and one guard who's looking this way. Right? She's not going to look back because she's going to rely on her team. I also am pretty sure I, like, watched the dev stream putting the maps in and, like, putting the guards in. So, I actually know just, like, some of the actual patrol routes from, like, watching a dev stream. Still, though, J-Tac was pretty useful. It let us get guaranteed hits on these guys. We got a stealth crit, which saves quite a bit of time. You know, we crit for, again, about triple damage. Pretty good. Your initiative is at 11. I'm not worried about this one. We're getting pretty close to this host, which is nice. I don't think I need to go for any optional debuffs here. It seems not needed. Yep, you're guarding the bridge. You are turning back. You're guarding the bridge. Yeah, a lot of these patrol paths are guard the bridge, which makes total sense. Like, that is a pretty sensible way to lay your guards out. It means they don't cover a lot of ground, but they are all watching something. Might need to turn this off if I want to get some safety for this guy. Keep in mind that getting +1 tally will trigger an escalation at the end of turn 3. It'd be nice to delay that if I can. I also do want to get kills because then we get to get the bonus influence, which is probably the second. I would argue, actually, I mean, pure money is money, and then trust is also money now, as of like 2 weeks ago. But beyond that, I actually put a lot of stake in influence being nice because that is how your contacts progress. Wow, this is a really quiet pistol. I can go really far without getting it heard. That's wild, actually. This gun has, yeah, 10 meters of noise. It's footstep radius. Yep, that's 11 meters away. I'm going to shoot you. And if I want to be safe, I can use look ahead. I don't mind doing that. was like, hey, so for real, though, you're not going to be useful, right? And it's like, nope. You're not going to hear anything. Now, one thing I could do is be a little risky and try to shoot this guy with my Cyberknight right now, because if I get the crit, it's only 31% though is the problem. But if I got it, nah. What we should do is actually get this kill. And then if it looks good afterwards, and my leverage is just Matrix, yeah. If it looks good afterwards, ooh. Okay, we're pretty far from any corpses though. You're not going to get anything. Yeah, we're fine. And you're guarding the bridge. Cool. Yeah, we should let you waste your turn at the very least. Marker size is free here. It doesn't actually alert guards or do anything special here. But that way it's like, you know what? Yeah, let's push forward and get some stuff done here. Let's knock these guys out. I won't quite make the hack this turn, but... especially with you being so far away. I'm going to start you over here just to, like... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. No one's going to catch up to me, but... Part of me just, like, always wants to make partial progress on a turn. It's not really very sensible if you're not getting flanked, and I wasn't getting flanked there. Okay, so realistically, yeah, I can't make it no matter what I do. He should actually go last, and we should let everyone else get... Actually, nah, we should turn this off. We should turn it off because... she's going to die, and that's going to be a cam revealing a corpse, and I don't want that on this turn. He'll have enough AP to get the kill, I think, at the end of it all. So I think it's reasonable for the rest of my guys to go for damage here. I'm actually going to have Code Block... Yeah, he needs to go down to basically 3 AP, which means go to here. That'll be 2 shots. I don't think I need to waste things like JTAC Strike Zone here. I think we have enough stuff that it's going to be okay. So shot 1, decent. Shot 2, looking pretty solid. Thank you for the crit. Soldier probably only gets 1 shot here, but that's okay. Yeah, we run him to here. If I high roll, actually kills. If I don't high roll, it doesn't kill. Ooh, not even guaranteed glancing hit. That's a little scary. I think I need to Iron Grip here then. Because I would like to save action points on my hacker if possible. Cool, yeah. That was like, I don't know. It would have been close. That still might not have killed without it. I don't really know for sure, but we can at least make a lot of forward progress now. So we can run up here. Next turn can get onto the host. What's nice is this camera is actually attached to the host, so we can keep that off for even longer, but this is looking pretty solid overall. It's also a relatively low impact matrix host. This is going to be a green host. It's going to be relatively chill. We get up to 9 tally. So it will escalate next turn. We don't have a Vanguard to get rid of any tally. That's okay. Not a huge deal here. You guys just guarding. Yeah, and they just know nothing so far. I do want to go for optional kills. That'll be nice. Again, I want the influence. I also want the benefit of winning quickly so I can get the red cubes. They're not super useful, but hey, upside is upside. Turn 4 is a tactical surge turn. One thing I could legitimately do, and it would be reasonable, is... so tactical surge will affect you on whatever your next initiative turn actually is. So if, like, we tactical surge here, they're all going at turn 4. If I have Code Block and Raise end their turn, and then I tack surge, they'll have all the bonus AP during turn 5, which is a turn where Coordinated Charge is going to be on, which makes the rest of that easier as well. And so it's actually kind of ideal if I can, like, turn this motion field off, run people forward. Still want a tactical surge code, but I would ideally like these guys to be able to delay their turns. So we can do that, I believe. So the plan here is... Actually, it's probably just, yeah, throw down... No, he doesn't have to. He's going to delay as well. It's going to be awkward no matter what happens. Okay, so okay, I think I can get there though. Okay, so here's the plan. Run to here. Turn off this guy. Yield again. Now they can kind of run forward here. You're going at 12, which I'm not worried about. You're too far away for me to care, so I can just literally run straight forward and it's fine. There's like no downside here. I can't see a downside anyway. I can't foresee any downsides. You get your turn. Great. Same for, well, almost same for the soldier. I'm going to run him down to 1 AP. I don't want to get in footstep range. Then you could reload your gun. No real reason to precast marker sites. I'm getting the recharge back anyway. Now they can both end their turn. Great. Now I can yield my hacker. This allows me to now tactical surge in the exact way I want, which is using a move point on him that he can't use while hacking otherwise. I'm allowed to run over here and grab my box, no problem. Great. Okay, there's a level 2 SMG. It's not very good, but it's at least sellable at some point. I'm curious if she's going to have Steamroll. Yeah, she's going to have Steamroll next turn, and so she can maybe get the first kill and like buff the movement points on people. So now Code can go. If I want to delay this camera further, I can. I'm kind of feeling it, actually. Which will give me more time for this hack and to turn the camera off from inside to get as little tally as possible. It might not be correct to minimize tally because I probably need reinforcements to get the secondaries, but whatever. All right, here we go. It's a green host. It's going to be actually relatively chill. We load the normal stuff. We have level 2 scan. So the nice thing about level 2 scan is it's only 2 AP instead of 3 AP per usage. And instead of having, I think it's like 4 or 5 charges, you get 6. And so I can basically cover a lot more ground per action point. Right now, I have to load the program less often because of more charges, but I also save 1 AP every single time. I save 1/3 off the AP every time. I basically worked out the math on this, and the best things to upgrade in terms of like how often you're into them and stuff like that is specifically scan and deception are the most useful. Disarm is theoretically as good as deception, but it's less frequent since traps can only ever be on big nodes like these, and they can never be on medium nodes like these, whereas active ice can. Active ice goes from 2 to 3 ticks. This goes from 3 to 4 ticks, and so you just kind of get more out of that upgrade when it's available. Anyway, this is the 1 SPU on the node, so I can just simply 0 interrupt and not play around it at all. We have some passive ice here that we'll knock down. Do it in that order. Scan for more stuff. I'm going to have enough AP that's going to be okay. AP and connection use, I'm still okay. 10 AP left. This is still fine. Loading decoy costs 5. I'm kind of down to load decoy. Use up some IO on this turn. I guess. That seems fine. I'm going to aim for this first. And then I'm blocked no matter what, but I'm going to have to go ahead and deception here, then sleaze. That'll be okay. I actually, for some reason, thought I was going to run into +4 AP. And so, like, actually, to be fair, I could have connected and then deceptioned this with 8 AP, and it would have actually worked out. So this became slightly AP inefficient, but whatever, it's fine. So, end action for a turn. We're chilling. Escalation comes in. Of course, only now our body timer is going to be timing out, I believe. Actually, it's still another turn away, I think. So, +1 tally per turn. We're still only getting +4 here. Connection health, I think, is actually functional here. I think it's an easy enough host that I'm going to not care about connection health. Okay, we've got active ice to deal with, as well as... Yep, there's the decoy gone. That's fine. I forgot to load spoof earlier. Oh well. Let's reload decoy all the same. Here's the normal stuff. Let's go. Yeah, pretty far from the next escalation. Damage to cyberdeck, tally, remote controls. I probably shouldn't go for tally. It's probably incorrect, so we'll do it in this order. And then without thinking, I'm just going to hack all the cameras. It's 5 AP each. It's not a huge deal. That is a lot of cameras to knock down, which I am happy about. Okay, we got a decent amount of tally here, so let's go ahead and load spoof. I need active ice for this thing. Tally and connection use. Okay, fine. Scapegoat costs 10 AP. Now, I don't need to go Scapegoat. So the reason I would load Scapegoat is to block escalation from ice being killed by null op when I go to the CPU. However, I don't really care about that because I've got spoof on, which means it's going to block the escalation anyway. And when I spike CPU, I go back to QSEC level 0, which means there's no reason to Scapegoat. It will never do anything. So I just go here. Null op 1, null op 2. Scan. Scan only costs 2 AP. Spike CPU. Mission complete. Easy clap. So we'll look for the exits once we're out of here. I can connect here and then end my turn. And then I want the optional loot, so I'm going to stay for my 3rd turn hacking. And yeah, we're back to, QSEC level 0. Looks like there's about 3 ice on that node based on all the escalation we got. We have one right there. And we also have one all the way across. So what's really, really nice is that I guessed correctly, right? In that it was go this way, then grab these boxes, then go right there for the exit. That's awesome. Even if we had gone this way, it wouldn't have been that bad. It would have to be like, come down for these 2, then backtrack. That's not miserable. It's obviously not great, but it's not miserable. Anyway, you've got, yeah, you're going to be turning back and forth some. You're just going to stand there, and then you need to be killed. So, I don't need to rewind my hacker. I don't think it's important at all. If I go for the AR, I can get to a spot right back here, like by barely moving, essentially, where you don't hear the gunfire. Which, to be clear, I think is actually pretty clearly correct. If I can use the better gun, I should. The one downside is I did not throw it on marker sights, and so my accuracy is not going to be that great after the first shot. Like, for now, it's fine because he's surprised. And if I crit, we're chilling. But now my accuracy is 34%. So my odds of killing are very, very low because I didn't go for the other buffs. I've got recoil, and, I mean, I can try. It's not likely to work. That's hilarious that it did, though. So I get to print movement points. Now, to be fair, I was kind of owed a crit on the first set of shots, so, you know, you tell me if it was unfair. Whatever. You're done. You didn't hear anything. You can't see the body. It doesn't matter at all. So yeah, we got to basically push forward the action point boost from Tactical Surge until now. I should wait until your turn is done, and we're going to try to kill both. These guards are relatively far away, so I'm pretty sure I can get a solid full auto on these guys. I'll probably do some yielding so I can throw down JTAC, because I think this is going to be a reasonable turn for it. We're like really trying... Oh, I forgot to coordinate a charge on time. So Permanence is going to get it next turn. Not that it really matters, but, you know, that actually would have been kind of nice. Again, it doesn't really matter because the way it's all going to time up, like... Actually, what's funny is the way we played it forward, she'll be buffed on turn 6 and 7, and turn 7 is another Tactical Surge turn. So, like, somehow managed to min-max the hell out of my buff durations, which is, like, wasn't the complete, like, wasn't completely intended, but happy that it happened. So it looks like, yeah, getting to around here... Yeah, so tough thing is going to be... Okay, so if I go, like, exactly here, I can, like, just be out of line of sight while still having her in range, and so I can kind of hit everybody. I'm going to aim JTAC kind of forward, so if we get, like, combat somewhere else, we can get some value out of it. That's, like, pretty unlikely, but you never know. They're both in the area. I think I don't want a strike zone. I could, it would be functional, but I don't really need to. Well, there's 2 more kills. Seems pretty good. I'm going to let Raze grab this because he's going to have more AP to spare overall. I might just be out of JTAC here. It's okay. So we got 4 kills to go. There's only 2 guys left on the map, though. So that's going to be a little tough. Oh, well. But you're done for now. Raze has the AP. He's going to say that he's the sprinter. So, yep. All the way across. Thankfully, I just printed a ton of action points because I had Steamroll and Coordinated Charge and Tactical Surge all in the same turn. Mana, which is actually pretty good. It's a really solid level 2 sword. Definitely worthy of crafting. Cool. All right. Well, again, even though there's tally, the AI still does not know where we are. It will finally know now. Oh, right. I didn't turn this one back off. I think once again it's correct to let the guards waste their action points. I don't see a reason to rush this. You're going to come back relatively soon. Again, no reason to rush this. Sadly, this one's not on the rotation. It's not on that Matrix. The rest of them, of course, are down. You should be done during this turn, I believe. So you have stuff. Great. Go here. AP and tally. Okay, we're at sec level 1 again. Whatever. And it looks like it's 1 of everything. So this should be relatively chill. We have enough AP. Unless there were a million downloads, and there aren't. That's relatively low value. These are solid. If you exit, I'm not going to exit. Damage to connection, download access, download, and we're done. Cool. Yeah, that is a disconnect. That's totally fine. Great. So I don't have pocket loss up. Ooh, I didn't know you could sneak through that. Is that even intended? It looks actually kind of intended, yeah. Nice. That's actually kind of fun. It makes it actually relatively chill, where it's like, oh, I don't have to spend that much to get out. I can just do something like this. And if I do it crouched, you don't trigger the motion sensor. And then, again, I can still wait for them to actually run their turns down. You're still useless, and I can finally move. Okay. So we'll duck until we're out, which looks like it's going to be here. Have you run in pretty much a straight line. That's going to be kind of annoying. Oh well. It'll probably see me. I'll hide behind this instead. Unfortunately, unless the next escalation is reinforcements and it's in my way, I need to get 4 more kills. You're far. You're going to walk probably toward me next turn. But I'm probably not getting the influence without, like, running around hunting and waiting for, like, another pack to pop, which, I don't know, I'm kind of not wanting to do. So I might just exit, and it'll be another kind of quick mission. We're kind of getting in the swing of, like, chaining missions together relatively quickly. Okay, this is slightly better than the SMG we got earlier. Level 3 Uzi is, you know, this one's okay. I'm just still not a huge fan of the early game SMGs. We'll do a comparison and see if it might be worth it. But I generally haven't been a big fan of the early game SMGs, just because they don't have nearly the accuracy of the pistols, and I kind of care about that. And maybe I shouldn't, because we have a lot of ways of cheating the accuracy with, you know, marker sights, JTAC, etc. And I, like, maybe shouldn't be so hard on that, but it's how I've been feeling. Well, we can run forward. I hope we get reinforcements right here, because killing you and U4 is going to be exactly what I want. Escalation, they're actually... I mean, that might be worth it. Now, they've been sent towards something, though. I believe it's the first body timer that ran out, so they might be heading anywhere really cool for me. Yeah, so here, now I'm under coordinated charge for the second turn. Code is as well, because he had ended his turn as well. So the nice thing is, we have another turn of Tac Surge and coordinated charge lining up, which is really useful. I'm not going to rush them. That would be very silly. They're quite tanky. They've got armor. And so if they're sent this way, it's not worth tracking them down. We should just leave. But I will let them show me what they're trying to do. Unfortunately, Code Block can't. He's at 10. Yeah, so you're sent that way. Just have you wait. You've been sent. Yep, same direction. Am I already in range? No, not quite. Okay, I've got to take a couple steps forward. Okay, you can spend 2 AP moving. There you go. We'll turn this off. I could probably actually almost make the run on this turn, but I don't think everyone could. Actually, you can make it anyway, but I'm still going to wait and see where these guys are sent. Because there's maybe, just maybe, a chance. Yeah, they're being sent the other way. Okay, it's not worth it. Thing is, like, there's not an actual downside, because the downside is like, your heat level goes up, but I'm already at literally max heat. I actually can't get more heat. I'm at 100. So there's not really a reason, but whatever. Also, as noted, I can, in fact, evacuate during this turn, so turning off the motion detector didn't really matter. I guess they are moving kind of this way. These two are unawares. They're on, like, a normal patrol, but, again, I don't feel like doing all that just for 20 influence, so I'm just not going to bother. Technically, if you want to really min-max, it would be probably worth staging an attack there, but whatever. Either way, mission is complete. This is sniper or a shotgun, I think. I actually wish they had better descriptions on the blueprints themselves, so I could be a little bit more excited about, like, ooh, I got a thing that I wanted, without having to memorize the names of things. I can give that feedback at another point in time. Alright, well, we made it out. 7 turns are pretty chill. We easily got the red cubes. We spiked the CPU. We got some downloads. We looted all the boxes, unless I forgot one. I don't think I did, though. Honestly, relatively successful, right? Oh, actually, yeah, it's for Diego, whose influence I do care about, so that's unfortunate, but oh well. What an impressive strike team. So yeah, we got a level 4 revolver. We did get a level 3 shotgun. I'm probably not going to use ever. But yeah, a level 2 SMG that's okay, and a level 3 SMG that's also okay. This sword's actually pretty solid. Some stuff that we can just straight up sell, which is kind of nice. And then not a lot of downloads, honestly. There just wasn't that much in that host. Whatever, I don't care. It's fine with me. So that is this mission complete. We are almost power level 4. I guess ultimately we'll run this to hit PL4. Once we are power level 4, this now means we will have more rewards per mission, right? So instead of getting 186k, it'll go up from there. That'll be kind of nice. As long as we get to PL4 before talking to somebody and getting their mission offered to us, that's how it's going to work. Realistically, actually grabbing this right now, in case we're like urgently offered, like, go right now, quick. Like, technically this is slightly superior, so I will do that. Say, hello. You want me to spike a CPU? Against Matsumoto Global. So CPU spike jobs, unlike Q-gap spike jobs, are simply single-player hacker missions. You can tell from the thumbnail there as well. Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, well, if I waited, I could get, you know, tokens for this leverage. In fact, this is going to be a difficult... Ooh, it's an orange host. I'm not going to run this. I'm literally just not going to run it. Orange hosts are pretty mean. And I am not terribly hopeful that I'll do a good job of it without leverage and other stuff. So I actually will have to delay this some. At least some. We'll let time tick forward then instead. And we will... Well, let's see. What's the right time to get everything, right? We should let her get back from legwork in case we need her for what's going on. And then we'll figure out what's going on afterwards. So power supply is going to let us build nano scrubber, upgrade it. When this is done, we can start laying the groundwork for our nanofab, and we can start building our simstream trainer as well. And when this is done, we can also hire on the Scourge. So our good friend Lucretia Blue can... We have no favors, so we're just going to make her trait better, so she's going to buy for more money. Sure, that's fine. All right, nano scrubber is ready to be upgraded. Let's go. 100k, not bad. 12 hours is done. Barracks is ready. I think realistically hiring the Scourge is worth it. I would like him on the team, so let's do it. I've been keeping you around for a bit. What's your plan? So, yep, he's willing to join the team. And we'll say, yeah, welcome to the team. Great. So having a Scourge is pretty sweet. Scourges require an implant in order to use them at all. So, and it's also a special chem hive that gives like better stats than normal. The +3 tech is kind of nice. Don't get me wrong. The crit chance is pretty sweet. He is missing a third trait, so he's like technically a bit weaker than other mercs because of not having 3 traits. To be fair, like some of the traits are like kind of negative. Like Twitchy is whatever. Obviously these are like quite nice. Out to prove is solid crit chance. You can skip this. Not a huge deal. But like normally you get 2 things, right? Bull built door cooker gives me, you know, really good urban assault damage. Bull built like itself is kind of bad, but whatever. It's like a little bit of recoil control, but it's not that great. Anyway, yeah, you can see most people have 2 traits, right? Like family 1 means, I think it's because we rescued our homie, but I don't remember if that's true or not. I don't think it starts with him. I think it's because we did sibling breakout. Anyway, though, as always, when you get a new merc, respect them. You can always make better choices than, you know, the devs can make for you. You have, you know, probably something in particular you care about with your playstyle. There was a chance we play him as a stealth character, and he's like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we like max out dissolve right away, and then like we slowly build to something else. That is a possibility. It's not even a bad idea. But for now, we're chilling. Don't need it. Yeah, we've got an open room finally. So let's start putting in the utilities. And actually, worth noting, this is going to take 4 days, and the, you know, putting down the pieces for nanofab is going to take 2.5, which means we should build the trainer first. So, great. That's done. I want Hacking Station 2. I actually need more cleansing still, so I can't do it yet anyway. Would only take 6 days. This one only takes 4, though. Let's actually start putting the stuff in then. So let's start building the nanofab pieces. I will want Hacking Station 2, though. That is going to be useful. We got a Scav Raid on offer. That's pretty useful as well. I would want to run that. I don't remember if we ran the new map on this Let's Play already. I'm going to go check if it was on offer. Yeah, we ran... No, wait, that's that. Yeah, I don't believe we've run the new map. We haven't, actually. Okay. I believe the new map is eligible at, like, power level 2, which means I can save scum and make this show up on the map that came out about a week ago. 5 days ago, something like that. So that'll be part of the plans, by the way, is I will try to get this on the new one so that we can have that on the channel. Let's see, what else is there to say? I don't think much. Time ticks forward. We'll keep going for the nanofab. That'll be kind of nice. Influence limit break. Great, he was already there even without the help, which is sweet. Sells street military items to level 2. We can go check what that means. Or we could spend a favor and try to get something else upgraded. I actually do want to do this. Yeah, I think him selling better weapon mods is actually a good thing. Actually, no. This is he buys them, right? The weapon and mod blueprint service is buying them, so never mind. I can trade one more favor and really hope we get lucky. I think I'd rather save the favor because I'm actually okay with this. Actually, no, I literally don't use items, no. That's unfortunate. Price when selling goods to the contact, so, I mean, I literally can't use it because I don't buy items. This actually would have been pretty useful because we could sell level 4, 5, 6 stuff to him. Which means it's actually better. I should have taken this. I wanted to see if I could greed and get, like, level 2 scopes and whatnot, but I don't have that. So, unfortunately, we go here. He now buys things like this. Not things like that. He can buy things like this that we couldn't sell otherwise. Very random safety save. No real reason to, but we'll just do it anyway. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and actually compare what is actually like available to us now, right? So, hey, we got some level 4 stuff. Great. Hyperclub, great. Shotguns, kind of whatever. I guess we can compare these two. The Ironback has +5 accuracy and is otherwise identical. It's just slightly better Ares Mark V. They're the same shotgun. So yeah, take the one with accuracy. They're the same shotgun. Of course you should do that. Anyway, we have a couple of Uzis. Now, 176 with 78 base accuracy is good. The only downside is 16 range. And it's a 2 AP reload. Which is not the end of the world, but technically, you know, that's like a thing. But max ammo is... Where does it show max ammo? It shows it somewhere, right? I thought it did. Maybe it's there and I'm just like not... Oh yeah, here it is. Reload size is 4. So same reload size as the pistol. What's nice though is, again, the single target accuracy is 78 with 176 base damage. If we compare to what the pistols give at level 2, it's a bit more, right? The 20 meter range though is nice, don't get me wrong. The stealth damage is nice as well. The stealth crit matters when the Cybernite's doing it. So, you know, through that lens, you know, do you care about that, right? Range versus accuracy, the damage slightly better. What's nice though is you get baseline armor shed, which is really, really valuable. Other downside though is the noise. It's not horrible actually, but the noise is 30 meters. So my pistol can be silenced to 10, right? It goes from 20. Actually, wait, is it basic? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Is the basic silencer 10 or 15 meters? Because I don't remember. It's actually 15 meters. Okay, so we go down to 10 meters with the minus 15. So the base noise here is 25. And the base, you know, of this being 30 means it's not that bad, which means, yeah, with a scope online, our optimal range is going to be still 16, with a noise radius of only 15. So that's, you know, that's reasonable. The damage, again, slightly higher, not by much, but a little bit. It's like 6, I think. Actually higher by 4%. That's not bad at all. It can go full auto, which is a big damage upgrade. The one downside is that silencers are flat damage per bullet, which means the minus 15 damage brings this from 86 to 71. It's still 71 3 times to each target, which is quite good, of course. You also get precise burst at 60%, so you can get a graze like guaranteed. So like it is on a whole clearly better than the silenced pistol, right? Like, you should clearly make the swap here because there's just so much more you could do. It's just not that much better. And in fact, we can compare to the sure shot here if we wanted to like do a more direct comparison, because we also got a basic pistol upgrade. It's like, well, yeah, so the top end one is the new pistol, and so the new pistol, I'm not saying it's better, right? But it's like we can explore, and it's like, okay, less accurate, more damage per bullet single target, no shred, more range, and the recoil doesn't really matter when you're focus firing, but okay, it's there. The more range and lower noise. Again, noise is not really a concern, right? This is still going to be noisy at 15. That's fine. The max range can matter, right? A little bit. Sometimes you need to shoot from out of range, right? So like that can do something for you. But it's like, it's not really better than that, right? We can compare this to the other SMG we had gotten on offer. Like, is it close to the Steel Snake? So the Steel Snake is up top here. More accurate full auto, and actually more damage full auto, right? So again, more accurate, -9 ballistic, +17 pure. Like, clearly better. When your optimal range is 16, the max range being 20 isn't a downside. Like, you're not going to shoot at 6 meters past optimal. That's -36 accuracy. Like, you can with all those other buffs. Like, it's not completely horrible, but like, kind of ew. The thing is, though, it's very inaccurate at single target, or at least like much lower. You have to like really compensate for this, which is doable, but it's still much worse. So like, Steel Snake is like a clearly better full auto weapon, and the Uzi is basically like a strictly better pistol. Sorry, not strictly because you're losing 4 optimal range, but like a better pistol basically, right? So there's that comparison. If you're going for a full auto gun, though, keep in mind that we can like compare this. I guess we'd compare the Steel Snake to the Blink. And it's like, oh, I can run this SMG, or I can actually just take an Urban Assault. The Urban Assault is a lot noisier. Keep in mind, assault rifle silencers are -10, so it's going to be noisy at 30 meters. Yep, that's, you know, it's the same noise profile as the Street Dragon. But this is like, okay, 7 shots, that's really good for hitting 2 targets fully, or getting a little bit damage on 3 targets. I mean, it's clearly just strictly better, aside from noise, and not even by that much, than the SMG. So like, if you're going full auto, just get a real gun, right? Like, of course, if you need to be silenced, then okay, use an SMG, fine. But you can kind of compare some of the numbers. It's really hard to compare, unfortunately, a blueprint to a weapon that you already have. We could do like the quick modification of like, okay, 71 base with 118 and 26, right? And so if I look at what I'm equipped, this is, keep in mind the 4 accuracy here, so 74 base with 127 and 28 pure. But the difference, of course, being that the ranges are a lot nicer, and it's way better at single target because of the accuracy, and the actual damage per shot being slightly higher. But the Urban Assault is much, much better, though there is still this like 9 optimal range difference. Like, this is 25 base optimal with +3 from the scope. The Urban Assault is 16 optimal. It's like so far apart that like, well, you're always going to wake somebody else up when shooting, because at least this gun is only 12 meters apart from optimal and noise. And if you silence it, it's 2 meters apart, which means it's a silenced gun, or we're chilling. But, you know, that would be like one of the comparison points. The other things we could look at, though, is look at some of the other blueprints here. Look at weapons. We sort by powerful. There's really good damage here. I mean, this is just, we can compare to like, hey, you know, that you know, Urban Assault looks kind of nice, right? It's like, okay, if we full auto, 300 ballistic, 75 pure. Not bad, don't get me wrong. But this revolver, 162 pure, and like even the ballistic's not that far apart. Yeah, it's doing more damage. Sure, the Urban Assault's going to shred way more armor. Absolutely. Sure, the Urban Assault's quieter. Like, all that's very, very relevant. Don't get me wrong. Like, these are all completely legitimate things to be like, well, but in terms of like killing just one guy, this is the best option. If you're trying to solo kill him, it's just better. Also, a cool benefit is revolvers gain crit damage per level. So like, if you look at the Panther Stalker, it's +182. We go to the next Assassin, it's +194. This one's +206. Go to inventory, the baseline is +150. So yeah, if I crit 2.5x damage, yeah, it turns out if you're willing to use revolvers, or even sniper rifles who have this as well, but slightly weaker, tech is suddenly a really, really, really good damage stat. It's basically the reason why, if we look at the Gunslinger tree, why gun kata can actually be good. What's interesting actually is, yeah, basically what it comes down to is you can give this +10, 25, 50% flat crit chance if you or someone else goes into the sniper tree, or you get a lot of tech, right? Like, he's got 4 right now. You can get more elsewhere. If you actually look, these don't have tech on them. They have stealth crit damage, which, you know, can matter. Yeah, these don't have this. Yeah, there's 1 tech and some more stealth crit. Yeah, sadly these don't have crit chance on them. So you don't really get it there. You can get... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really have a lot of crit chance in the tree. But, again, you can look for things like somebody who's in Sniper and be like, oh, well, here's 15 crit, here's 30 crit, this is 45 crit chance, right? So if you want to set up for your gunslinger to one-shot the entire map, you say, cool, hold at least 1 revolver, which says deal triple damage on crit. By the way, you have 200 base pure damage, which means you are, if you always crit, are doing 600 pure damage. That one-shots basically every guard in the game. Mech infantry can survive it, and that's about it. So you have kill the screen with no RNG, because you are literally always critting. You can get them to actually have really good range as well. Like, there's decent, you know, pistol mods, right? Like, plus 2 max optimal, not horrible. Again, we look at this gun. Yeah, optimal range 20, max range 30, right? Add some max optimal, and you've got, oh, I have 30 meters guaranteed deal triple damage at 162 pure. And, like, even this is only getting cut by, like, 3/4, so you're still getting 50 pre-crit, meaning 150 post-crit. Yeah, that's 600 actual damage coming through, even against high armor enemies. And the second pistol will do some damage as well. If it's another revolver, they're definitely going to one-shot. If it's a basic pistol like this, you know, it's not pretty, but it'll do something. You're clearing the screen, right? But it does require all the investment, right? It's like 12 talent points to max out gun kata. It's expensive, but for 3 AP, the screen dies. You do want to support him, right? You want to give him tactical surge, coordinated charge. You want to throw down JTAC. You want to throw down the strike zone. Like, it's actually going to be hard to get strike zone on everyone you're going to gun kata, but, like, it's a lot of damage if you can get it. Anyway, that was my little interlude on weapons. Move that forward. Nanofab is wanted. Let's put in the cooling. This will be done in 3 days. Great, looking forward to that. Don't have a token for Underworld Hub. Let's hope you get it. It'd be nice if you gave Dr. Ashe some influence. Great, we did. We found some blackmail. Dr. Ashe gets influence, we're happy. If we sort our contacts by influence, Octane is still ready to limit break. She's been sitting here for a while, I thought. I thought she's been sitting here for a while. Joe is up. Actually, Joe would only need 10, so that's actually not even horrible. Yeah, he just upgraded. It's going to be several days to the next limit break, actually. Oh, actually, wow, they upgraded in a row. You upgraded at 31, you upgraded at 29. Neat. Huh, okay. It seems like the cadence around limit breaks has moved around because it used, like, from memory, it's been every 6 days like clockwork. That's no longer been true. I'm not sure what's causing that exactly. I'm happy that it's, you know, jumping a bit more frequently, but yeah. Anyway, random safety save. Let's do this. Let's talk about what's going on here. Tasks are already busy. Let's go. She's picked up her trail from the finance bunker. That bounty's being put together. When they figure out exactly which heads to put it on, I've heated our backs. Okay, so what do headhunters do exactly? They'll be gunning for us, trying to ambush us when we least expect it. And then be sure if they're going to show up during a mission. This is not in the game just yet, but this will be added that headhunters can try to attack your contacts. We can either escape from them 3 times, they'll give up, or we can just kill the headhunter, and if so, the group will die. We can talk to Octane and be like, hey. Yep, try to slow him down, but still. Have they led back to you? Not really. So Octane can misdirect Henninger for 1 obligation. However, I don't want to do that. Alright, I'm not going to owe you an obligation. We could run legwork, and like Centaur would be good at this if we got it right. We can lower it from 2 to 1, but of course we could fail. Realistically, as much as legwork is interesting, and we could run smokescreen, it would be, you know, functional here. No, I want content. I want headhunters to come for me so we can fight them. We're gonna fight D-Cartel, and they're gonna hire some headhunters. Great, bring it on. Cool. Yeah, so I'm probably going to skip this because I do not want to do a solo hack on an orange host. These are pretty miserable, honestly. I'm going to, off camera, do a bunch of save loads to make this a good raid. Like something that's interesting and cool, because hooray, right? Let's get the new map if we can. Otherwise, we're doing base management up until the point where this would be offered to us. So I can't build anything until the nanoscrubber is done. So, you know, this will be nanofab when I have the space for it. I think hacking station 2 is fine, but I, again, don't have the space for it right now. Upgrading cold storage is useful for making crafting better. That's going to be kind of useful long term. Going Underworld Hub 3 is very expensive, but not a horrible idea. What it gives us is it boosts Legwork Chance from 20% to 25%. It also allows us to get new contacts with module level 3. This is not super useful right now. We don't actually need any of them. I think everything that it has on offer, we've actually already got covered. It's not a big deal. We go to 4, we can get crafting mats. That's kind of whatever, to be honest. But really, it's, well, I can upgrade more of my rooms here. I can start digging out to get a counter intel pod. I can dig out to start getting a SimStream detox. Actually, what I should have been doing with all this downtime is I should have been putting people in for a nap and letting us get more stuff. So actually, I'm going to put them down for surgery. Stress is getting kind of high. I think for now it's okay, but again, orange hosts will trigger stress pretty reliably. But I could try to put them in and say, hey, go get your matrix connection level 2 or whatever. I think I'm going to have her do it. I think she's low stress, and I think giving her Neural Accelerator 2, yeah, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Actually, that's the wrong one. It's a Neural Toner 2 that I want. Neural Accelerator is combat stats. Actually, I should be doing this a bit more. This was a really good time for going for downtime and putting in a bunch of implants. But I'm going to have her... Yeah, it's expensive. No, I'm not going to have you do it. I'm going to have other people put in their stuff. So my actual combatants, and again, I should have done it sooner. It's my fault. But these guys, I actually want to put display links on, because it is flat accuracy, crit chance, crit damage. Yes, please. So 10 days, 108k. Fairly expensive, but not the worst. 10 days out is not horrible. My sniper. Cyber surgery. Same thing, buddy. Display link. 10 days, 108k. Cool. That should line up reasonably well. Usually these missions give you like more than 5 days notice, so it's going to be fine. Headhunters are not on us yet. They don't have our trail, but that will eventually be a thing. Oh, yeah. So here comes another thing we can do. We'll delay it a little bit here, but Dr. Ashe wants to get stronger tools, stronger stuff. Let's go ahead and build our nanofab. 250k, not horrible. We're out of money, of course. And of course, my guys just went down for their naps, so they're not going to be able to help with this legwork if it would be needed. Basically, she says, hey, if you can lend me some money, or really just give me some money, I can upgrade my clinic services, and I'll have better stuff on hand, and I'll give it to you for cheap. It'll be great. It's really expensive. It costs 500k. Or if you do legwork, it's 400k. Again, not cheap. I can't even dig out this room. I don't have money. I can sell at least one file here. Great. Let's go make some money real quick. Look for items. Sort by weak and commons. We can sell the garbage. We can look for... I'm realistically not going to build some of these things, so I can just... Here. That's going to you. I think realistically, yeah, I'm not going to craft 6 sure shots, so I can sell at least one of these. And see here, Origami Joe, look for a limit break. I'm not going to craft this many swords either. I'll probably build 2 hyperclubs at some point. At least I might build 2 hyperclubs at some point. I'm not going to craft 4 Uzis, I don't think. I mean, I could. The Uzis are just better than these pistols. So, like, straight up, I would rather craft these than these. In terms of just, like, let's wear down one guy. This is not a bad gun, but it's not quite as good as my Street Dragon, so I would never really use them. I don't really want to build shotguns. The double shred is nice. But, like, I just hate how bad ranges on shotguns are. Well, I'd never build this. There's no way to ever build this. So I can sell this to Diego and start towards the next limit break. I'm probably not going to build low-tier revolvers. So, like, I might keep the Assassin, but probably not the Nyx. We can pair them, right? Yeah, so the Nyx has more ballistic but less pure damage. Which is, I think, fine. Also, the crit damage is... Wait, yeah, the crit damage is higher than Assassin, so we should just sell this one instead. Sell this to Diego. Again, he's the one I actually want to improve here, so... We'll put him in line. Yeah, do I want Nano Edge or Slam Dancer or what? I think realistically we keep 2 stun sticks, so... We sell the Slam Dancer and keep the... Actually... Yeah, this is better overall. We'll sell the Slam Dancer to Diego. I think, yeah, I'm going to keep stun sticks. I'm going to just sell these. She pays more, but I'd rather have the influence. Up to 70. And then... Okay, he's at least in line. Have some money again. I believe I can afford Hack Station now. I think let's do it. I'm getting relatively full on scrubbing again, so it's probably going to be setting this up again relatively soon. For now, I'm full on tasks, but it's fine. And what else is there to say? I think realistically, I'm probably going to delay this legwork for now because I want these guys to come back out, and I want to stack Underworld Hub tokens. So we can have time tick forward. There's her influence break finally. I'm not going to bother trading the favor. She has like very few services that are actually worth thinking about. Trainer is done. Hooray. Let's start retraining people who have bad pathing. So we'll start with the Cyber Knight. I think, yeah, starting with her is correct. So I'm going to... Either I unlearn this and go through here. And I'm just sitting here waiting for my talent cap to go up, which is like at level 14 or something. It's like pretty far away. Or I path around Interference Spike and just go for Downer. The tough thing is I would no longer have a proactive Overwatch remover. But with Marker Sights on my other guy, I think it's going to be okay. So we're going to go for it. Still going to keep Scurdy Scramble, though. And yeah, I'm going to choose to path around this. Go here, grab Rewind as expected. With my last 2 points, I can just get Downer. Or I can go to a Stutter. I mean, Atomic Stutter is very, very good, to be clear. This is a very reasonable way to path and do stuff. It's a good 1-point wonder. It's good with investment. Lowering armor by a ton is a really big deal. But I use this every single time, so in order to like have a slightly different play style, we're gonna go this way instead. This is weaker. I think you should take Stutter every game. It's better than Steamroll. It's better than Downer. You should grab this every time. Pretty much every actual like correct build is you probably should take this, but you grab Tactical Surge, you grab these, and you invest in Stutter. That's like the right way to do it, but whatever. Well, these guys, I won't use the tokens yet in case somebody else is going to be like need stuff, but for now we're chilling. Tasks kind of full. Put cooling in. Random safety save. Let's chat with Dr. Ashe. How about the Megacorp? So hey, let's do it somewhere safer, you know? Why don't you do your cool surgeries around me, huh? I can only do minor stuff here, but you know, we could get a whole new kit. 500k is not cheap. Compared to when I started playing this game, they have more, far more than doubled mission payments. But this is like in the past been offered at like the very beginning of the game when you're getting like, you were like getting like 35k a mission, and it's like, do you have 500k to spare? It's like, no, I definitely do not. Then we could legwork here. The problem is, wow, these guys really suck at this. Now the cool thing is we're eventually going to succeed. I really don't want Clementine to have to be stuck here, but no one else can do it. Like, no one else actually has the traits to run this. That's kind of funny. This is one of the better times for it, since we're not really running missions right now, and we want to get stuff done, and so it's going to succeed eventually anyway. And look, we get 20% discount, so like, yeah, we probably should. Which means it'll take 400k. Of course, it's still going to take like 3 weeks till she's done with this, but okay, wonderful. So again, they're recovering. The nice thing is they're going to recover before this chat is due, which means they can recover. We can run this actual mission. And then, as a result, we can be power level 4 for this battle strike. And that'll be like the right way to go about this. So, we're going to let this lapse because this is... honestly, I don't like that mission very much. I'm not going to bother. No accounts to sell. No real blueprints to sell until... actually, we can sell weapon mods, I forgot. I can make a little bit more money here. And so it's like, well, I kind of want this, though. I do not want the shotgun barrel. That's not very useful, so we'll get 5k here. Pistol body mod is okay. I mean, 5 accuracy is quite nice. And the nice thing is actually it works on a revolver, so if I want to do a revolver craft, 5 flat accuracy is really good here. That's pretty meaningful, like, expected damage increases. But like, oh, I would never like use this. Oh boy, actually, 2 reload size on an AR is actually quite good. That saves me a lot of action points long term. I just very frequently would rather have something like, I guess I don't have one. I guess it's the only grip I really have. This one, yeah, it's a shotgun as well. Okay, take it back. If I'm gonna do a high-end craft, I might have to need this because I don't have any other options here. And honestly, 2 reloads not horrible. It's actually even a bigger deal in SMG, where SMGs can only have 4 bullets in most of their magazines. So this actually might have use long term. Well, onto it, I guess. But I'm going to save and end before this dialogue pops so that I can do save and reloads and get on the new map, which will be, I guess, the next episode, unless something else pops up before then. So we'll let this... Great, good job. You have a data flood. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, I'm probably going to run this. Maybe I, decide differently at some point in time, but probably not. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.